How do you feel? What your one word?
Great.
Right. Okay, I'm feeling calm. This will be the first one. So you flew in from?
Nairobi, Kenya.
Via Johannesburg, we were saying. And the airport, last time you were here, it was about 22 years ago.
Yeah, 22 years ago, yes.
And we're at the EO Ignite conference, and the theme of the conference is the power within. And it's just amazing that you've come all the way from Kenya to be here. What made you come?
I think I've heard a lot about Ignite. I've been an EO member for 12 years, but I've just not made it to Ignite. I made it to other EO ones. So this time I said I have to make it to Ignite.
And what is your business?
I run an audit, tax and consulting firm under the name RSM Eastern Africa.
Okay, perfect. And you trade throughout Africa, or?
So RSM is a global network. It's the sixth largest global network in 120 plus countries. And we represent them in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania.
And there's a few things we can talk about here. I guess we can get stuck into it, but these are shortened discussions, and we've got time for afterwards and to try this again. But is there something that you, in the true EO spirit of going deep, you wanted to share with people coming here, or something about your business, or how you made it through a difficult time in your business?
I think with me, it's my personal journey. Built a successful audit tax consulting firm. But there was a moment when one of the EO greats who was doing some strategy session for the firm at a breakout session told me that, Ashif, you are a great person, but you're not a great leader. And that really hit me at that moment, but I ignored it. But then it came to me when I was doing a coaching for a presentation topic about what I should do better to run the firm. And halfway through that coaching session, I took the notes of one of my EO friends while we were having a Blue Moon beer. I took my notes, stored them, and I said, I know the problem. It's me. If I don't change, nothing else will. And that got me into real introspection about who I am and why I am why I've become what I've become.
Okay, and how did you go about that?
The first 3 months, there were a lot of incidents that happened, and I kept on reflecting back. And then I asked myself the question is, what is my purpose in life? What is the legacy I want to leave? And, why am I getting this feedback? And those 3 questions, I started, going more deep down into it.
And what is your purpose?
And so my purpose was to touch the heart of everyone I meet.
Okay. And then the next 2 questions, how did you answer those?
I think overall is that I define legacy is not about me. It's about what I leave for others. It is what I do today, and what I leave for others is going to be the legacy, and how easy I make the firm, and when I exit, how I make that a gift to the people who are there, rather than saying I built it. They should be in a position to build it even better.
Okay, so servant leadership.
Yes.
Put that on. And how long are you in Durban for?
4 days.
Okay, so you're going to stay a few days after the conference, or is it
just 1 day?
One day after.
Yeah. Yes.
And you're enjoying your time here?
Yes, really great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, any particular talks that you're looking forward to?
Personal branding is one.
Okay.
That I'm really looking forward to.
And you said you were thinking about a podcast yourself. Is it for your personal brand, as you said, or the business, or both?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And what are your thoughts? What are you thinking about it?
I think it's good to share the knowledge with people, and I was very reluctant to share my story until George Gan from EO Malaysia called out and said I should speak at the RLA GLA reunion that happened in Malaysia last year. And I was one of the 10 people who were selected to give my story. And then my ex-chapter president came up to me and said, you need to share this story more. So last year I went and did the GSA speaker series, and I became a certified global speaker. And it was just, taking a cue that, it's good to share the stories and also hear other people's perspective, because when you share your side of the story, you get other perspectives that help you become a better leader.
Awesome. And that, I hear so much about that RLA. I haven't actually been yet. Where did you do your RLA?
So I've done 2 RLAs.
Okay.
The first one was in the year I was told that I'm not an authentic leader in 2009. I did one in Nepal. And then 2 years ago, I did one in Varanasi.
Okay.
In India.
Perfect. And then the reunion as well.
The reunion, yes. That was all the reunion of RLA, GLA graduates. That was the farewell to Warren Rustand, who was one of the founders of RLA and the dean of the Leadership Academy.
I've got a question here from our team here. It says, what advice would you give to aspiring leaders about the role of self-awareness in personal and professional growth?
So, as you grow in your profession, you're always challenged with the needs of the world, the expectation of your own firm, and the desire to grow. And in that, sometimes you lose your own personal identity. And it's critical that, you take time back and reflect where are you going and, what are the lessons you're learning, and take that introspection to connect yourself with your core. Because sometimes your core is coated with other aspects of trying to please others, trying to please yourself, and, trying to compete with others. And you just lose that core. And that actually happened to me. So it's that when you know your core and you set up your ethical boundaries, then you know where you're going in life. And every time you're crossing those, you go back to the question of what your ethical boundary is and get back to your right course.
Perfect. And you said 12 years, and am I correct?
12 years, yes.
Have you been with the same forum for 12 years?
No, I've been with 2 different forums, and currently I'm not in forum. I've not been in forum for 3 years. I think I took a different path in EO. I enjoyed forum, then I enjoyed the leadership path, and currently I enjoy the taking 2 or 3 global events every year and going out and meeting people. So that's what I enjoy currently in EO.
Wait, did you happen to go be at Unleashed in Kara?
No, I have not been to Unleashed.
Okay.
But I've been to EO Grow, which was the predecessor to Unleash. And I've done EMP.
Okay.
And I've done various other.
EMP, is that in the States specifically? Or
Yes, it's an EO-driven program at MIT. It's a 3-year program run by an EO facilitator. And it's a life-changing program. First year focuses pretty much on your business, second one on culture and people, and the third year on yourself. And each year you add on to what you need to go and do and add. And it's one of the most rewarding programs.
Okay. And it's 3 years?
3 years, 3.5 to 4 days each year.
And do you think that's been one of the most significant changes you've gotten from EO? Where was that? Was that the RLA? Which one would you go?
I did both together. So my first year of RLA and the first year of EMP came on the same year. And I think both of them added different perspectives. One was personal leadership and leadership in EO, which is RLA. And EMP was about, growing yourself and your company and your people together. So they both connected very well.
You're not speaking at the event, are you?
No, I'm not.
If you were, what would you speak about?
I think it's the same topic, introspection, the journey to your core.
So that I've noticed with EO, it helps you get very introspective, and it's helped me know myself. That first rule is know thyself, and even that how we started this chat now is that we start with the one word, so you understand where you are, and then it's a presencing exercise. Yeah.
Yes.
Are there any other than the one word and the stuff that you've got? Are there tactical stuff that you can go, like I meditate, the one word I do with my team? Are there any instances, or what would they be, tools that you've grabbed from EO that you use in your teams daily, weekly, monthly?
So I think as a boss, I'm a very demanding boss and I'm a perfectionist. And there are 2 lessons that I always tear, and I made a card, so I always keep it in front of me before every meeting. And one is the issue of doing the right thing versus doing the thing right. And, doing the thing right is always you're blaming somebody. But doing the right thing is, okay, we have an issue. Let's resolve the issue. We'll go to the reasons later. And more, that's becoming a critical part of how I, interact with the team. And secondly is the principle that I keep on reinforcing. I still make mistakes, I don't say I don't, is the issue that, is the principle that you judge yourself, you judge others by their intentions, and you judge yourself by how you make others feel. And so after every conversation, I don't go to the actions. I try and understand what the intention was of that person in doing what that person did. And also, I try and judge myself. How did I help that person in that moment? And that those two tools have become very fundamental in my practice. And especially this year, I become more focused on using those tools.
Perfect. So it's about like how you make them feel, you said.
Yes.
Okay, and then so we've got this. I do this at dinner, and I think I got it from EO, where I asked my two boys who did they help and who helped them today, and I got it from EO. So it's similar. It sounds similar. Like it's all about like giving back and servant leadership. Is there anything else you would want to say?
I think the last thing that I have discovered, I just lost a cousin. My wife's cousin just passed on today. 39 years liver failure. And, when we went on his deathbed yesterday, my wife said something to him. And he said, we couldn't help you, but God will help you where you're going. Okay? And I realized that no matter how much somebody helps you, if you're not willing to help yourself in your journey enough, then nobody's help can do anything for you. And I think that realization was very powerful. And that's a message I shared with all my 3 kids today in the morning.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan.